China's GDP is 8.227 trillion US dollars, up from 7.32 trillion last year. This makes them the second largest economy in the world after the US. Since 2002, China's GDP was rising at a consistently very high rate of 9 to 14% each year. This meteoric rise came as a result of China's shift from a centrally planned economy to a more modern, market-based one after Xiaoping's reforms in the late 70s. As of 2013, however, Chinese GDP growth has slowed to 7.8% and is expected to further fall to 7.5% in 2014. This is not, as some have stated, a sign of China's imminent collapse. On the contrary, it is a sign that current leader Xi Jinping's 5-year plan focused on addressing the environmental and quality of life concerns that China's rise has left in its wake is working. Indeed, the Chinese standard of living is very low, with the average citizen earning about $6,000 per capita compared to $51,000 in the United States. However low, it has nearly doubled since 2009, when it was only $3,749 per capita. This is partially due to the one-child policy, which has slowed population growth considerably. There is still much work to be done, however, as according to World Bank data, just under 100 million Chinese people live in poverty, and the official unemployment rate has hovered around a pretty benign 4.1% for the last several years. The actual rate is widely considered to be much higher, as the official rate only accounts for urban workers eligible for unemployment benefits. After spiking at 5.4% in 2011, inflation levels have remained constant at 2.7% for the last 2 years. Last month, however, inflation decreased to 1.8%, causing fears of a lower demand, contrary to their economic plan. This graph demonstrates the suspected unemployment rate, as well as the fact that unskilled young and old workers are in the most danger. As Jinping's reforms take effect, these alarming statistics will most likely calm down. Of the three sectors in the Chinese economy, the services sector accounts for 46% of the GDP, which is the highest by a slight margin. The services sector has recently overtaken the formidable Chinese industrial sector, which is a sign that the Chinese people are getting richer, again signifying that Jinping's focus on sustainability and maturation is working. The agricultural sector accounts for 10% of the GDP, yet is perhaps the most vital sector, as China employs over 300 million farmers, and because of their relative lack of land in relation to their massive population, the sector is mainly focused on self-sufficiency. China has multiple bilateral free trade agreements with countries across the globe. The most powerful of those are the ones it holds with Hong Kong, Taiwan, and ASEAN, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. The proximity of China to these nations makes trade extremely easy. This is reflected upon looking at China's major trading partners, with Hong Kong and Taiwan accounting for high percentages of both China's exports and imports. Other main trade partners include the nearby Japan, South Korea, and fellow economic powerhouse, the US.